washabi ajma'in, amma ba'd. Baada ya kumshukuru Mwenyezi Mungu Subhanahu wa Ta'ala na kumtakia rehema na amani kipenzi chetu Bwana Mtume Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, mara nyingine tena namuomba Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala atujalie fikra zetu ziwe ni zenye kujenga nafsi zetu na mujtamaa wetu, and tunamuomba Mwenyezi Mungu Subhanahu wa Ta'ala atujalie hisia ambazo zitakuwa zinatafsirika kivitendo, na tujalie vitendo ambavyo vitatengeleza wajibu wetu kama viumbe wa Mwenyezi Mungu Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Hakika Online Motivational Academy ni academy ambayo tumeianzisha kwa madhumuni ya kuwapa watu fursa ya kujitambua, kujifahamu na kujijua na kuweza kujisukuma ili kusudi wao wataweza kutimiza malengo yao. Sababu kubwa ya kuanza hii academy ni kuona watu wengi wako katika hali ya kustruggle na maisha. Yani wanafunzi wana struggle katika colleges, katika university, katika high school, na watu wengi wana struggle katika kazi zao, katika marriages zao, katika ulezi wao, na mioyo imekosa nguvu ya kutufanya tuwe tuna harakati za kutosha ili kusudi tutekeleze yale malengo yetu. Hakika a human being is a purposeful creation. Yani maisha yetu yatakana yawe yamejengwa katika malengo fulani. Bila ya kuwa na malengo, basi maisha huwa hayawezi yakatupa furaha ambazo tunastahili kuwa nazo. Na mwanadamu ikiwa hana furaha katika maisha yake, basi maisha mara nyingi yanakosa maana na kuishi inakuwa ni struggle kubwa kabisa. Kwa hivyo the main reason why today we decided to pick the topic of self-discovery ni kwa sababu kila kitu katika maisha huanza na we mwenyewe kujitambua. Na msemo mara nyingi huwa ninautumia na wanafunzi wangu kwamba ukijichambua utajichanua, ukijichanua utajijua, ukijijua utakuwa mtu wa murua, na utakalo litakuwa na maisha itakuwa poa. Ndugu zangu, self discovery ni process, na nikisema ni process ni kwa sababu hii ni hali. It is a situation where you must evaluate your thinking. Ni lazima uwe utajiuliza fikra zako zinakupeleka wapi, uhusiano wako ulionao unakujenga vipi, objectives zako zinakusukuma kiasi gani, commitment yako iko katika level gani, engagement yako na we mwenyewe unaichukulia kivipi, na system unazozifuata zinakuinua katika kiasi gani, na strategy unazozitumia zinakupa uwezo gani, na we mwenyewe mwisho unakuwa na empowerment aina gani, na ni vipi unatumia sacrifice kufika pale ulipofika. Kwa kifupi, self discovery, the topic we are discussing today, will give us the ability to make our strength stronger. Kila mwanadamu kazaliwa na uwezo na nguvu za aina fulani. Wengine wetu nguvu zetu ziko katika fikra zetu, wengine wetu nguvu zetu ziko katika nyoyo zetu, wengine wetu nguvu zetu ziko katika mikono yetu, wengine wetu nguvu zetu ziko katika ndimi zetu, wengine wetu nguvu zetu ziko katika kuingiliana na watu wengine. So in self discovery you get the opportunity to know your strength so that you can make them stronger. Yani kujua zile nguvu zako zilivyo. Kuna watu wengine kati yetu wamezaliwa wawe, lakini wamekubali kubaki paka. Kuna wengine wetu kati yetu tumezaliwa tuwe na nguvu na uwezo kama wa ndovu, lakini tumekubali kubakia sungura. Kuna wengine wetu tumezaliwa tuwe eagles, turuke angani, lakini tumekubali kuwa kuku, twapara ardhini. Kwa hivyo understanding kwamba wewe umeumbwa kwa lengo fulani muhimu na ukalijua lile lengo lako, basi inakuwa very easy wewe kuwa mtu wa aina yote. There are two important days in our lives. Two important days in our lives. The day we are born and the day we discover the reason why we are born. Na ukisha kujua na kujitambua kama nilivyosema hapo awali, basi wewe unakuwa mtu wa murua na kila unalolitaka linakuwa na maisha kila siku yanakuwa poa. With self-discovery, we will be excited with what we do. Excitement ni neno muhimu sana. Wanasema, if you love what you do and you do what you love, doing it becomes easy. Allow me to take it again. If you do what you love and you love what you do, doing it becomes easy. There is nothing more powerful when you are struggling to become anybody you want to become than understanding that whatever you are doing, it is something that is making you a greater person. It is something that is giving you empowerment to achieve the best you can be in your life. They say the day you enjoy what you do, you stop working and what you do becomes a hobby. Number 3, self-discovery will help us, facilitate us to discover where we make mistakes, to discover where our weaknesses are. And the moment a human being discovers where the weakness is, you can convert that weakness and it will become your strength. Kullu ibn Adam khatwa. Everybody has a weakness. And a weakness is not something that is bad. No. It becomes bad if you don't work on it to make it turn into a strength. And that's why we say falling down is not really a problem. Everybody at one time or another falls down. The problem is falling down and then you refuse to get up and you remain on the ground while you have the power to go up and wear the crown. And as they say, when you accept to be down, you give everybody a license to step on you. If you don't want people to step on you, if you don't want people to turn you into a carpet and walk all over you, you must get up and wear the crown and go to the top and reject to remain down. With self-discovery, my dear brother and sister, we learn how to sharpen our focus. Wanasema, where your focus goes, your energy will flow. If you know where you are going, reaching there becomes easy. You can never hit a target that you cannot see. And there is no way you can see a target which you don't have. So focus is very important. And ndiyo maana, when you take a binocular lens and then you focus it consistently on a piece of paper, the rays of the sun will burn the paper. It is not the rays of the sun that burns the paper. It is the focus of the binocular lens that burns the paper. So when you are after something, when you want something, when you desire something, when you're struggling to achieve something, you have to maintain your level of consistency until you achieve it. They say one of the tactics we can learn from the mighty bird called eagle is the tactic of focusing. Because when the eagle spots a prey, the eagle will focus on that prey, chases it around, no matter how much it tries to hide, until it catches it. Learn this from me today, my dear brother and the sister. When you want to achieve anything in your life, make sure you pursue that thing with all your strength and sagacity and your ability, and don't stop until you get it. And that is where focus plays a big role. Allow me to repeat this statement. Where your focus goes, your energy will flow. Where your attention is, and then you combine it with your intention and take an action, you will always get satisfaction, and that is where the destination is. Number 5, with self-discovery, we are able to aspire for greatness. Every success begins with the feelings of desire. When you desire, you will always aspire. And when you aspire, you will always acquire. And if you don't aspire, then you expire. So it's very important to learn how to discover yourself, because that's the only way you can be able to go to the highest possible level in your life. Take this from me, my friend. It is not interesting in life to play it small. We were not created to become small people. We are not created to achieve small goals. We are not created to become nobodies. We are created to become greater than who we think we are. Therefore, it's very important to discover what is it that if you do, it will make you greater than who you are. Let me warn you on one thing. Never ever think so much about yesterday, because yesterday is history and tomorrow is mystery, is not in our hands. But today is a gift. That's why it's called present tense. If you do what you must do today, tomorrow everything will be easy. But if you concentrate on the mistake you made yesterday, there is no way you can celebrate the joy of yesterday. They say success does not require you to change yourself. It requires you to change your habits. When you change your habits, it is your habits that will give you the strength. It is your habits that will give you the power to continue and move to the best of your ability, and you go to the top. Self-discovery, my dear brothers, also makes you work through a process that will make everything you work for works for you, kwa sababu utakuwa umegundua wewe ni mtu uliyejengwa na uwezo na mbinu na nguvu gani. Wengine wetu alhamdulillah, Mwenyezi Mungu ameturuzuku uwezo, that's what they call linguistically intelligent, ama Mwenyezi Mungu ameturuzuku logical intelligence, ama Mwenyezi Mungu ameturuzuku interpersonal intelligence or intrapersonal intelligence or kinesthetic intelligence. Now with all this, if you discover where your power lies, it becomes easy to use it in order to make everything you do work to the best of your expectation. With self-discovery, it is always easy for us to achieve our ambition, because now you would have known what you are capable of doing. And believe me, my experience tells me that all of us have the ability to become anyone we choose to become in our lives. The only condition that is there is to make sure we do what it takes to become our best. With self-discovery, my dear brothers and sisters, we are able to examine every relationship we get into. And my advice this evening, try to question every relationship you establish for yourself. Because ideally, every relationship you establish for yourself must add value on you. If you are in a relationship that is not giving you the values you need, then that relationship is not a good relationship. A good relationship is a relationship that gives you more than what you have, so that you can become greater than who you are. Again, remember, self-discovery provides us with encouragement and motivation to keep moving even when there are obstacles ahead of us. They say motivation is like shower. You need it every day. When you know the reason why, and the why can make you cry, because the truth you cannot deny, you're busy looking for a sigh, you will fly. Even if you must die, you will go so high, because you know the reason why. So the why will always make the what and the how easy. The why is the software. The software always makes the hardware easier, and you can reach as far as you want to reach in your life, because you have that motivation, you have that push, you have the reason why you want to be the person you want to be. You have the reason why you must struggle, go through any pain, so that you can realize your gain. Again, remember, with self-discovery, we are able to calculate our strategy of navigation. We have to behave like the river. No matter where it begins, at the end of it, it must reach the sea. Even if the terrain is very difficult, the river will go through the forest, cut across the valleys, and ultimately it will reach its sea. With self-discovery, we will endure any pain. And the moment, and take this from me, the moment you accept to go through any pain, to endure any pain, at the end of the day, you will celebrate the gain, because there is no gain without pain. You will not sabotage yourself when you have learned self-discovery. I want you to allow me to go through a short poem that will emphasize why we are discussing self-discovery. Naanza kwa jina lake, naanza kwa lake jina, mtukufu Rahamani, huzingatia maana kwamba na mimi ni nani, ingawa tumefanana miguu hata kitwani, kila mtu amenena kwa mwingine hafanani. We are all different, we are all unique, we are all special. You are you, and there is no one in this world who is like you. Therefore, be you and become the best you. kila nafusi tofauti za undani. Rabi metuumba sisi kwa njema yake mizani, si kwa mato wala nyusi tuishipo duniani. Sisi sote adinasi, lakini wewe ni nani? Have you ever taken time to reflect on yourself and asked yourself this question, that who am I? Apart from my name, apart from my tribe, apart from my religion, je, mimi ni nani? Now that nani is not nani ya dini yako. That nani sio nani ya kabila yako. That nani sio nani ya rangi yako. That nani sio nani ya nywele zako. That nani ni nani ya kukuonyesha uwezo wako, uhakika wako na utukufu wako kama mwanadamu aliyeumbwa na Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So it is very important to understand that you have everything possible. You have everything you need to become the best you. And therefore be yourself and be the best you can be. And that is very, very important. Again, ni upi uzito wako? Ni upi uzito wako? Silaha yenye thamani na udhaifu ulioko mmeweza kutathmini? Na furaha mbele yako utaitumia lini? Na yule adui wewe utamangusha chini? Yani that part of you that is trying to bring you down, how can you work on it so that it will never bring you to your strength? Because in life we become who we think of ourselves every day. In life we become what we think every day. We are who we are as a result of who we think you are. The day you're not happy with who you are, then stop thinking the way you're thinking and start thinking differently of who you are. Ndugu yangu, wewe mtu wastani, wewe mtu wastani, umepambwa na manani. Hufai kubaki chini, pahali pako angani. Ufaulu duniani na kesho wende peponi. Kabisa usiwe duni, wewe jua number one. At the end of the day, you need to appreciate the beauty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did on your creation. My dear brother, my dear sister, you are not just another creation. You are the best of the creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So have that feeling of high esteem and develop the confidence to face life head on and go for everything that you want until you achieve it. Simama na uwe wima, ushike usukani. Simama na uwe wima, ushike usukani. Daima sibaki nyuma, wewe jua sultani wa nafsi yako. Unazo nyingi neema, amekupamba dayani. Ni vema kujisukuma, jipige na darubini. Wewe ni mtu mwenye thamani. Self-discovery. Understanding that at the end of the day, no matter what you're going through, no matter where you are at the moment, no matter what is affecting you, no matter who is against you, you are the best. And therefore have that in your mind, and it will affect the way you feel about yourself. And how you feel about yourself will affect the way you act in your life. and your actions will make your habits, and your habits will give you your character, and your character will take you to your destiny. Wewe unapojijua, Mola utamtambua, maishani utakuwa upate na murua, kwa jua hata mvua mambo yako yatakuwa, na kila kitu kitakuwa poa, na ufanyalo litakuwa ni halua, ukisha kujitambua. But at the end of the day, that sweetness of life, that interesting melody of life, that excitement of life is not given to you by anybody. It is given to you by you. And the only way you can give yourself your best is first to discover who you truly are. And according to the description that is there from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for all of us, the description is very clear, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us exactly the kind of people we are. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us the kind of individuals we are. And this is shown in all the teachings of Islam. My dear brother, my dear sister, self-discovery, yes, it is finding your spiritual strength, your divine nature, so that you can be able to connect with your creator. Sisi tumefananishwa na miti. Mti mzizi wake umo ndani ya ardhi. Unapoutoa mti kwenye ardhi, upe muda mchache, mti utakufa. Na mwanadamu akijiweka kando na Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, kila kitu chake kinakufa. Ijapokuwa yuko hai, yeye anatoka ufa, na alafu baadaye anazikwa wakati mambo yote yameshakuwa mekwenda makosa. Self-discovery, it is an exploring. It is exploring your reason for existence. Why are you here? What difference? What contribution? What speciality? What uniqueness have you brought to this world? What kind of a gift are you to your own life, and the life of your family, and the life of your community, and the life of the ummah, and the world all together? What kind of a gift are you? Because each and every one of us, we are gifts. Sisi ni zawadi. The way we are today, we are alive because it's a gift for us from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, from our creator. And the way we live our lives will be the gift to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Life that we are enjoying today, life that we are celebrating today, is a gift to us from our creator, from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the way we will live our lives will be a gift also to Allah. So what kind of gift are you preparing to present to Allah when He has presented you the gift called life? So self-discovery is exploring your reason for your existence, because the purpose of living is living a purposeful life. The meaning of life is making life meaningful. Discover yourself, because by discovering yourself, you will learn and unlearn and relearn and uncover your limitation and your weaknesses. Knowing your mistake is half solving them. So without knowing your mistake, how will you come up with solutions? You come up with solution when you know where you're going wrong. You come up with solution when you know you're making a mistake. How do you know you're making a mistake if you don't understand who you truly are? It is that unleashing, it is that discovering that gives you the power to know I'm not doing well with my academics. I'm not doing well with my relationship. I'm not doing well with my economy and finances. I'm not doing well with my socialization. And therefore, I need to do something. With self-discovery, my dear brother and my dear sister, it is the framing of your life focus. Remember, first thing first. Kila jambo kwa jambole, wakati kwa wakatile, na mtu ni kwa mtule, neno ni kwa nenole. Mwanadamu hafai kubaki nyuma, ni lazima ufanye bidii, ustruggle, uende mbele. Usikubali kuwa chini, kwa sababu kuna watu wengi wamejaa tele hapa chini. Kila siku fanya bidii, uende juu, ufurahie kilele. Wewe si mtu wa kupiga makelele, ni lazima ufanye kila juhudi ili siku moja uwe mteule. Discovering your power, discovering your weaknesses and the opportunities that surrounds you, and the threats and your threats that are not really giving you the best that you can be. I want you to allow me a little bit to adjust my internet, please. Please, just 1 minute. There's a problem. Kuna shida ya internet. Nafanya shida. Angalia inshallah. Basi kwa nini internet? Angalia kamera yako ama? Afwan sana, nafikiri tumeweza kutengeneza internet. I hope it is going to work this time. Inshallah, tulikuwa tumefika mahali ya kuzungumza juu ya focus, kwamba self discovery frames our focus and we get to know exactly the path we are taking to achieve our objective. Remember, there is no road that is rough. And when we are on rough roads, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us shoes so that we can go through that stony path. Self-discovery is about detecting our direction, because it is not about sections. It is when you face the right direction, you will end up in the right section. It's about being insightful. Not everything that is good can actually be seen by naked eyes. Sometimes how we feel is more, significant than what we see. Therefore, it's not about eyesight, it's about insight. No wonder they say, don't judge a book by its cover. You need to go in and learn the content. Nasema uzuri wa mkakati ndani kipande cha mti. So understanding your inner being gives you power to develop high levels of self actualization, na baadaye maisha inaweza kuwa rahisi. Then it's about synchronizing your potential. That means sometimes you know your IQ, you connect it with your EQ and use the PQ for actualization, because action always speaks louder than words. Sometimes we are not known by how we think. We are not known by how we feel. We are only known by what you do. So you have to be careful of what you do, because what you do makes you. That's what builds your reputation. And believe me, if there is anything that you need to safeguard jealously, it is your reputation. Because the moment you tarnish it, you can never repair it. So it's very important. By discovering yourself, you are able to protect your reputation, because it is your reputation that creates your brand, the individual you become in your life. And that's why it's very important to work on you, so that you can be the best you. So that every time you stand in front of a mirror, you are happy with you, because you're the best you. You've done whatever is possible. You know, they say in life you are either celebrating or you are regretting. And the best is to celebrate, not to regret. And to celebrate, you have to know the kind of a person you are. You have to know the strength that you have. You have to know the direction that you're taking, because the direction you take will take you to the right section. It's about crafting your personality so that you wear the traits that are appealing not only to you, but to the people that are interacting with you. There is a law that is called the law of the mask. And according to research, every individual you get into contact with has a mask. So every one of us need to remove the mask and become the true us. And the only way we can become true us, it is to discover who we are, so that we become genuine, so that we don't live life that is fake. We live up to our potential. We live according to our expectation. We work for our expectations. And that's when, if you are that person who has realized their full potential, believe me, life becomes very, very fulfilling. But if you are living below your expectation, that is an insult to your own personality, because you know exactly, you know that you are the best. You can do the best for yourself. You can achieve anything. Then why are you becoming an average individual? You are above average. That is about opening up your life through objectivity, no subjectivity. Doing everything intentionally. You know, the law of intentionality. Doing things deliberately, not waiting for coincidences. It is about being deliberate. It is following the law of design. So that at the end of the day, in everything you're doing with pure knowledge of how to do it. When you do whatever you do with a boost of enough knowledge, achieving good results becomes very easy. It's about verification of your living values, understanding that life is built on values. And therefore, these values, if we all apply them, life will become easier, more meaningful, more encouraging, more exciting, more fulfilling, more empowering. And these are the values of love, the value of truthfulness, the value of being honest with our own self, the value of simplicity, the value of tolerance, the value of freedom, the value of peace. At the end of the day, decorating yourself with these values will make you an exceptional individual, and you will be an above average individual. It's about engaging your past, present, and future. They say the past is not the place of residence, it's the place of reference. That means you learn from the past and do the right things on the present so that future will become greater than the past. Your tomorrow must always be greater than your yesterday. It's about your failures and your success, because every failure is a gateway for much better success. So if you want an advice from me today, don't be afraid of failing. Fail as many times as you can fail. The only thing you need to do is to make sure you learn from every failure you go through, because sometimes failing can be the best teacher you will ever have in your life. You know, growth is achieved through dual path. Two ways. One way, you learn from your success, what you have done right, and you also learn from making mistakes. You learn from people who have succeeded, and you also learn from people who have failed. If you do what successful people do, you will also become successful. And if you don't do what failures do, you will never fail. Because that's how you learn how to succeed in your own life. It is about measuring and weighing your yields, your gains, and whatever you have succeeded in whatever you have done. And that is really important for all of us. At the end of the day, remember, the greatest discovery in life is self-discovery. Until you find yourself, you will always be someone else. Please take this from me today. Don't be a photocopy of somebody else. Don't be a copycat of another person. Don't be a shadow of any person in your life. Be yourself. And that's how you will enjoy your life and you will succeed in whatever you are doing. Remember, life is an endless process of self-discovery. Every day is a different day. Don't allow yourself to be the same individual in 2 different days, because every day is a day for you to add value on you, to do something better for you, and to make further strides in your life. Your Tuesday should never be the same as your Monday, and your Monday should never be the same as your Friday. Take record of how you are growing in your life. Track your development. Track your success. Track your achievement so that you don't lose direction. You understand that can only be achieved if you discover the kind of a person that you are you are going to be, and the person that you are. Make sure you know where you are below average. You know where you are an average person. You know where you are excellent, and you know where you are an outstanding individual, so that you can synchronize every aspect of you and become the best version of your own self. Remember, there are certain things in life that no one can do them for you. There are certain things in life that can only be done by you. Your parents, your teachers, your mentors, your friends, they have limits on how they can support you, on how they can help you. But you have absolutely no limitation. There are no boundaries in becoming the person we want to be. There are no boundary. The sky is the lower limit. You can fly as high as you want if you prepare your wings for that length that you want to fly. Remember, nothing more powerful than preparation, because preparation prevents you from poor performance. You go very far and you achieve quite a lot. Okay, self-discovery, my dear brothers and sisters, has self-steps. And therefore, it's important for us to understand these steps. And the first step is the steps of analysis, analyzing. And to be specific here is to engage yourself, is to expose yourself to the tool they call personal SWOT analysis. S, know your strengths, make them stronger. W, understand your weaknesses and work on them so that they don't bring you down. O, C, what kind of opportunity, ni fursa gani zilizokuzunguka ambazo ukizitumia zitakufanya wewe mtu bora zaidi ya vile ulivyo hivi leo. It is not enough where you are today. That is not where you're supposed to be. I mean it. That is not where you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be more than who you are. You got to be greater than the person you are today. Next year, 5 years to come, 10 years to come, keep struggling, keep moving, keep pushing, keep improving, keep being the best you can be in your life. It is an insult, brother and sister, to be an average individual. You yourself, you need to ask these questions. What is my deepest desire? What am I truly passionate about? What ideas are persistent in my heart and in my thought? What do I consistently imagine myself doing? What do I want to do for humanity? What would bring me the greatest fulfillment? What would I do if I knew I could not fail? What is the most important thing I could do with my life? What endeavor or activity would best connect me to my Creator? Those are very important questions that will help you diagnose yourself. You have to dive deep in you to bring out that sleeping giant, that version that will make you and transform you from being a caterpillar to being a butterfly. Number 2, have the courage to be honest with yourself. That means accepting that you are not yet the best you can be. I always tell myself, you can be better than who you are, Mujahid. You need to work harder and harder every day. And sometimes you need to be smarter than the person you are today, because the sky is the lower limit. And all of us have powers. The powers are within us. If we use them and use them appropriately, adequately, and discover what God has given us as gifts, as talent, and then we use them, we will become better than who we are today. Because T plus T will make you a genius. It is your talent plus training that will make you a genius. Always, my dear brother and sister, find a friend that will push you, will encourage you, will give you positive criticism, will polish you, will take you through the heating of the stone until it becomes a diamond, the heating of the stone until it becomes a piece of gold. And that's really important. Try to have a conversation with the person you will be when you're old. Do you think whatever you're doing today will make you that person you want to be when you are 60, 70, 90? Do you think life is made up of 4 L's? You got to live, learn, love, and ultimately you leave legacy. People have to know that one time Samir existed on this earth, on the face of this world. Hamdan was here. Shahila was here. It's very important to leave a mark of your life on the face of the world, so that no matter how short you live, your legacy will outlive you, and everybody will know that you, as Sayo was in this world one day, she was here. And in that way, you will succeed and become greater than who you are. Remember, man arafa nafsahu faqad arafa rabbahu. Whoever truly knows himself has the knowledge of his Creator. When you understand everything combined to make you the beautiful you are and the handsome person you are today, That is a combination of an effort. Can you imagine? Can you imagine that it is God himself that manufactured you using his own hands? Can you imagine how special you are? It is the divine hands that molded you to be the person you are. Then why don't you love yourself? Why don't you push yourself? Why don't you become the best you can be in your life? To know God, you must first know yourself. When you seek God with all your heart, he will subject you to many hardship. Don't worry. That is one way of telling you, no, no, no. You got to be bigger than who you are. During this period, you will get to know yourself, your strength, your weakness will become fully apparent, and Allah will remind you that He has power over all things, and you can become the best you can be. And that is really important for all of us. I think, brothers and sisters, self-discovery is the greatest achievement in life, because once you discover yourself and accept what you are, then you can fulfill your true potential and become a very happy person and enjoy your life in the best way possible. And with this, I think I say thank you so much for listening. I will now give time and the platform so that we can be able to make our contribution. And if you have any question that you want to ask, you are most welcome. And let's take the stage, inshallah. Now, Said. Now.
Anyone?
At least the remaining time. I can see a hand is up. Now. Anybody who wants to make any contribution, any comment, wants to ask any question, please feel free. The whole objective is to have an interaction so that it becomes participatory. Nobody here is a teacher. We all have our own personal experiences in the journey of self-discovery. Okay, even at my age, I'm still struggling to discover the true me. And believe me, every time I discover one or two things, I use it to become better and better and better. And I believe even you and all of us can become better than who we are at the moment. Now, any question, any contribution, any suggestion to make our academy better so that we can all benefit and grow? Nam. Muna Sharif. Nam. Nam. Thank you so much, Twahir. Thank you so much. We are together, inshallah. We are together. The whole idea is to use inspiration plus aspiration for us to reach our destination. I strongly believe that all of us who are on this platform today can become greater, much, much greater than who we are. Don't get tired of discovering the best you can be in your life. Don't get tired of looking for ways to improve yourself. Please don't get tired of whatever you're going through. Whatever you're going through, remember every cloud comes and passes. Remember there is night. There's no night that will stay without meeting the dawn. And it is always at the time when the night is at its darkest stage when the dawn really appears. So we got to move and become the best that we can be. We need to stop fearing to take risk, because life is risky. It got risky from the time you were born. It was even more riskier when you were in the womb of our mothers. When we were in the womb of our mothers, it was even more risk than it is when we are now adults grown up in this world. You know, you got to take risk. Taking risk gives you the possibility to grow and the mentality to struggle and become the best you can be. Now, Ali Abdullah has raised a hand. Naam. Naam. I can get. Nam, can you come again? I beg your pardon. Nam. Hey, the voice is Nam. Nam. What are the ways?
What are the ways to discover your dream? I think.
Mashallah, mashallah. Yeah, mashallah, mashallah. Okay. Discovering your dream. Achieving your dream. Pursuing your dream. What are the ways? Easy. You know, it's very, very easy. And this is the ABCDE approach. ABCDE approach. First, A, make a personal analysis to know where you're good, where you are struggling, and where you can get help to make your good better, and your better will become the best. That means you have to do a personal analysis to know your strength. Okay. B is about being brave and face it head on. It doesn't matter how difficult or how complicated, whatever you have discovered to be the way to your greatness, pursue it. Pursue it. Okay. Don't think of the obstacle. Think of how easy it will be. Then always try to be creative. You don't have to follow the crowd. You have to be you and you only, because you are unique and you are special. So it's very important to understand that at the end of the day, try to be different. When you are different, that's when you discover your uniqueness. When you discover your uniqueness, that's when you discover your purpose. And when you discover your purpose, that's when you'll be able to pursue that dream and ultimately you achieve it. D is about deciding and then devoting and dedicating and giving everything you have to that dream so that until you achieve it, give it 100% and it will become the best that you can be. E is about you getting excited about that dream, feeling happy. Every time you think about it, you should smile. That look, I'm not wasting my time. I'm pursuing something that is going to make me the greatest possible, individual. I want to be myself. And that's why they say the highest form of love is to be the protector of your own dream and your own self. And the hardest thing to learn in life is to decide which bridge to cross and which one to burn. Okay? You should always say, I'm not upset by failures, but I am always encouraged by the obstacles that are ahead of me. Because when you get whatever you get through hardship, you become much better and you grow in a better way. Inshallah. Naam.
Kuna maswali kidogo hapa.
Naam.
Nianza na Amal Rashid.
Naam.
What do you expose yourself to? Find out what you like or dislike.
What
do you expose yourself to? Find out what you like or dislike.
MashaAllah. They say it is IQ plus EQ that activates the PQ. That means the first place you need to focus on is your mind, because our minds are like gardens. Whatever we plant in them, that's the product we will achieve later. And that's why they say be careful of what you think. What you think affects the way you feel. How you feel affects the way you act. It is your attitude plus your aptitude that will take you to the higher altitude. It is your mentality plus possibility. It is a mentality plus your ability that gives you the possibility. At the end of the day, therefore, you have to expose yourself to a lot of readings so that you can build up your mind to be ready for the venture you want to take for your life, for the adventure you want to enjoy in the journey of your life. So read books. Which books do you read? Books that are in line with your expectation, with your dream, with your purpose. And those books now will give you the thinking that will work on your emotion, the EQ, and your feelings. Okay? And therefore, another step you should take is to make sure you connect with people who share your dream. When you interact, they say your network is your net worth. And therefore, you now take that feeling plus that thinking and then try it, follow it, and ultimately you will achieve it. So the books for the brain, the good people, the mentors, the coaches, you know what I'm talking about? For your heart. And then now the exploration for your body. And at the end of the day, you will reach the destination of your life.
MashaAllah. Very good response. One last question before we end the talk. Zainab Othman ameuliza.
Naam.
Amesema professor talked about doing what you love. And that it makes one enjoy that job.
Naam.
What about stepping out of the box and trying new things rather than being comfortable?
Of course, you don't even get out of the box. You get rid of the box. You get rid of the box so that you have all the ample space for you to discover, for you to enjoy your adventure of life. Loving what you love does not mean confining yourself to a small spectrum of your comfort. You cannot grow in your comfort zone. Kuna bwana mmoja alikuwa anatembea shambani, akakutana na mbwa analia. Akauliza huyu mbwa ni wa nani? Mwenyewe akasema huyu mbwa ni wangu. Akasema mbona analia? Akasema amekalia msumari. Akasema mbona hainuki? Akasema kwa sababu haujamdunga. So in the comfort zone, you go to hate what you do, you go to hate who you are, and then you'll work hard and become a different person. So it's very important. You have to stretch, and that's why I tell people, push. What do I mean by push? Change your perception, unleash your hidden potential, sacrifice, and practice good habits. That's where you will get your success. Success never comes when you're sleeping in your bed. Success comes when you're out there searching for every possibility that will make you a greater success. But whatever you do, whether small or big, you got to love it. That's when you'll enjoy doing it. And when you enjoy doing it, you will become the best you can be in that particular thing. I've never read any biography of any great person who did not do what they enjoy doing for them to become great. So you got to enjoy what you do. And as you enjoy it and as you love it, you will want to do more of it. And as you do more of it, you'll stretch and push yourself out of your comfort zone and become the greatest person you can become in your life.
Wasikilizaji wetu wapendwa, ningependa kuwajulisha TikTok yetu iko YouTube, partners ni Ramia Wetu TV, na YouTube wale ambao wamechelewa, wale ambao wanataka tena just
Yeah, please.
What are the things taking away from business?
Yes, please. Said, did you get the question?
Now again, getting away from business. What are the things of getting away?
Yeah, it is finding your purpose. It's finding your calling. It is desiring what is good and what is the best. It is creating a sense of urgency for yourself. And a sense of urgency is created by you feeling bad when you fail and feeling good when you succeed. Now, when you feel bad when you fail, that feeling will push you out of your bed and you'll stop procrastinating and you'll stop being lazy and you will always pursue your dream. You must be in a position where you fear not making it in life. You are afraid if you continue being lazy, things will go wrong for you. And by doing that, you will get the energy that will push you out of laziness, and you will grow and become bigger and bigger. But again, look at the word lazy, Lazzy. You stop being lazy by learning from your mistake. Learn from your mistake. Every mistake you make should be a lesson to you. Okay, you stop being lazy when you have higher aspiration, bigger goal, bigger than yourself. You know, you have a big vision, you have a very lengthy mission, you want to make an impact. You will never afford to be lazy. You stop being lazy by rejuvenating yourself. That means by multiplying your zeal and your energy. And you stop being lazy when you yearn for more, when you're not comfortable with what you have. You will always work hard to get more, and therefore you will not afford to become a lazy person. I hope I've answered your question.
Ali.
Naam.
Ile amejibu.
Mashallah, mashallah. Shukran, jazakumullah khairan. Do we still have time, or it's over?
I think we are 6 minutes past.
We are 6 minutes past. Okay, mashallah, alhamdulillah. So what I say, I want to close with this quote before I say the dua. People do not decide their future. People do not decide their future. They decide their habits, and their habits decide their future. I want to take it again. People do not decide their future. They decide their habits, and their habits decide their future. اللهم سهل لنا مما نريد ونجنا مما نخاف بفضلك يا لطيف. اللهم ارزقنا فمن ثاقب وحفظا واسعا ومعرفة التامة والأكل السليم في جسم السليم وتبية مستقيمة وسلمة السريرة والحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. جزاكم الله خيرا.